I want to pass the line over to our president. He is a gentleman that is very well known and recognized in this industry as not only a leader in the field, but a leader overall, and that would be Mr. Eric Swain.
And I want to say thank you to you. And when I was first approached by a gentleman that shared with me, how I'd like to get involved with an energy drink product that I could have exclusive rights for, not only here in the U.S., but to be able to take it internationally around the world. And I was interested, but there's lots of energy drinks out there. I was, like Eric Caparisi, was involved with another company that we handled a non-branded energy drink that we had to go out and create the story, and we went on to sell hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars worth of that product. But the only difference is when this guy pulled the product out, and I saw the image on the front of this awesome can, and it said Playboy Energy, he immediately had my attention. Because first of all, I knew we had our hands on a product that is already known, not only here in the U.S., but it's a nationally recognized product around the world that we literally would not have to go spend a dime on to go out and market it. It's simply, like Eric said, we were sitting in a nice restaurant last week. We had the product sitting there with us, and people were instantly coming up. And we even had the bartender that came around from the bar, and behind the bar had a really nice display in a glass refrigerator of Red Bull. And he said, I would love to get rid of this product and have that sitting on my shelf. It was that easy. But we've got a great product. We've got a great corporate team that we've put together. But with all that said, you've also got to have a great compensation plan, because the bottom line is we're all here to make money. So we went to work, put our heads together, and I think we came up with one of the hottest compensation plans that I've ever had the chance to be a part of and to relate to the field, because it's all about making money. We're all here, because we want a great product, but the bottom line is we want to make money. So, we have a couple different ways that you can actually get involved with us, and it simply starts out with, just making a decision to get involved. At that point, you're actually just going to go to the person's website that was nice enough to share this outstanding opportunity with you, and you're going to simply pick one of our 3 registration packs, to get started. You can come in for as little as, our first starter pack is $99. With that, you're getting a case of the product. This is somebody basically that just wants to, get involved with the company, have some product to utilize for themselves, and have a chance to go out there and slowly start to build a business. And, you're going to commit to a $59 a month auto-ship, which is one case of the product. With that $99 startup, you're getting a replicated business with a website, back office. You're getting online customer support and distributor support for 1 year. Now, if you decide you want to do a little bit more, and you maybe want to have not only a little bit of product for yourself, but maybe some to take out there and start to pass out, and to sample out a little bit, you can actually pick our Super Starter, which is $159. With that, you're getting 2 cases of our product, and a case consists of 24 cans, and those are 8-ounce cans. Now, you're going to commit to a $99 a month auto ship if you come in for that level of $159. But there's a couple benefits that come along with that. You're automatically pre-qualified for your first 3 months at the regional rank in our 3x9 matrix, which we'll get into that to a few minutes, and you'll understand the importance of that. But it's going to enable you right off the bat, once you've qualified yourself with a purchase and personally bringing 2 people into the business, to get paid off the first 3 levels of your matrix. Now we want to talk about earning money and earning money quickly, and we want to make sure that if you're out there building the business, that you're getting rewarded. The neat thing about our starter packs, each time someone comes into the business with one of our starter packs, 3 people are actually earning commissions off of that starter pack. If someone comes in at the $99 level and you're personally responsible for bringing them in, you're immediately going to earn a $25 fast start. Now your sponsor is going to earn $15, and their sponsor is going to earn $10. If they come in at the super pack for $159, you'll get $50. Your sponsor will receive $25 of that, and their sponsor will receive $15. What this is going to do is promote teamship and people working together. If you're going to go out there and build an organization, we expect you to work with the people that you bring into your organization, so you should be able to get rewarded for working with them. We also have an outstanding retail customer product purchase program. With any time you send a retail customer to your replicated site and they make a purchase, you're going to earn a commission which is paid weekly to you each and every time a purchase is made. All of the commissions I just talked about are all weekly commissions. Now we want to step into our 3x9 matrix where the excitement really starts to begin. This is where you're going to set in, build an organization of distributors worldwide, and build a residual income. That's what we're all here for. We're not here for a quick dollar. We're here to build a group, build a large sales organization, and benefit from a nationally recognized branded product. Now, to get started in your matrix, it's as simple as going out and enrolling your first 2 people. With that, you're going to be qualified at that point to earn off of 2 levels in your matrix. And if you're not familiar with the way a matrix works, it's a 3x9, meaning that you can have the first 3 people that come into your matrix will fall on your front line, 9 people on your second, 27 on your third, 36 on your fourth, so on through 9 levels. Now, you can either bring in 2 people and start getting paid off of 2 levels, or you can produce 150 in retail sales through your replicated website. Now, the easy part about this, it's up to you when you decide you want to give yourself a raise. You know, when's the last time you were able to go into your job or to your boss's office and tell them that you were ready for a raise? It probably wouldn't happen. With us, it's simply go out and share the opportunity with 2 more people. Now you have 4 people in the business. You're recognized as a regional in our business, and you're now qualified to earn off of 3 levels. And you're earning 5% per level. Want to give yourself another raise? Simply go out and bring 2 new people into the business. At this point, you have 6 people in the business. You're now recognized national, and you're getting paid 4 levels at 5% at this point. Want to become an international in our business? Simply go out and share it with 2 more people. At this point, you're actually starting to earn some significant income within the matrix because now you're earning 5% off of 7 levels. Now, continue to get paid as an international. At this point, you will need to upgrade yourself to a $99 auto ship. Want to become a global director in the business? Simply go out and share it with 2 more people. You now have 10 people that you've brought into the business. You're now qualified to get paid 5% through 6 levels, but here's where it starts to get interesting. On your 7th and 8th level, you're now going to get 10% on those 2 levels. Want to max out the compensation plan? Become a presidential ambassador in our business? Simply sponsor 2 more people. At this point, you've brought a total of 12 people into the business. You're now not only going to receive 5% on your first 6 levels, and you're going to get 10% on your 7th level, 10% on your 8th level. We're also going to pay you an additional 10% on your 9th level. This is a 60% payout in our 3x9 matrix for, it's as easy as going out and sharing it with 12 people. We also have infinity bonuses, which you can refer to your replicated website, which will go into detail about how you can earn the infinity bonuses. But I want to also talk about if you're actually going out there and building your business and you're working with your team, then you should also be able to get rewarded with matching bonuses. So we put together a very lucrative matching bonus program that simply starts out when you have your first 4 distributors that you personally brought into the business. At this point, you're now going to start to receive a 5% override on every dollar they are earning in their 3x9 matrix. Once you have 6 people in the business, not only you're going to get 5% on anyone you personally brought into the business match on their matrix, but you're also going to receive a 5% match on their personals that they brought in on their 3x9 matrix. Once you have 8 people personally sponsored into the business, you're getting that 5% of your personals, your 5% of your personals, and you're also going to receive an additional 5% on your personals. Now, once you have 10 people personally in the business, once again, you're going to get that 5% on your personals, 5% on their personals, 5% on the personals, and you're also going to get a 4th level match of 3% and also pick up a 5th level match of 2% on all of those 3x9 matrices. Now we want to talk about our Pure NRGfx car program. Now we've all heard of car programs, and and being rewarded with this car is something special. But we wanted to make sure that we were different from everyone else out there. In most car programs, you would have to achieve a certain level within your business, and at that point, the company would let you go pick out a car. Most of the time they would let you lease it, and they're going to send you a monthly check every month as long as you stay qualified to pay that lease. But, what happens if you have a couple months that you fall out of qualifications? Well, you're still responsible for that car, but that company's not necessarily going to send you a check to pay for it. We wanted to make sure that if you earn a specific rank and you hold it for a certain period of time, not only want to reward you with a car, but we also want to reward you with a pink slip and the keys that go along with that car. There will be no payments that you will have to make on that car. And it's as simple as going out, enrolling 12 people into the business, building an active organization of 25 distributors with a monthly auto ship order, with not any more of that 2,500 consisting in 1/3 of any leg, and maintaining it for a 3-month period. And at that point, we're going to let you go pick out a car of your choice with a retail value of up to $51,000. This is simply unheard of in our industry. But if you're with us in helping us build our business and spread the word about Playboy Energy, then we feel that we need to reward you in a big way. So that's a compensation plan simplified. It doesn't get any harder than that. It's a simple business of duplication of two who get two, and working with your team.